very good morning. Today I'm coming to you from the Obra Sport, where we are sampling thoughts, views, reactions to our latest hotline documentary, One District, Some Factories. At the start of his tenure, President Akufo-Addo began an industrialization drive to help create jobs and also move Ghana to an export-driven country to help deal with the influx of imported products. Well, we have brought you that update. We have shown you how some of these companies have had to keep their produce or their products in the warehouses because there's stiff competition from foreign companies. Some of them also just do not have the funds to continue producing. This morning, this gentleman here would like to share his thoughts with us. Now,
Nana
Kojo, President Akufo-Addo, our campaign, and Yama be now they shall say free SHS, one district, one factory. You buy any day who say factories need be CC being so na e wo hode down no mo musika se na ya o mo be expanding ade na one district one factory then na oni mfa ho e na expectation na wo no we hu say abema na
kakra me kan say me de who say mfitiase no or started so ye by sana or the dada or started your man getting o say see me hu hwe so what na dream o say why dey na metuma ka fa ho
now one district one factory no say no how did you feel about it
me say ne dey na me say me pate ma me wo dey beba so na bi ametuma metuma nya akonja bi wo ho by store
hefa na wo free na eden na wo ho anka na wo susu se nka bia ye besi factory bia ebe ye hu adwuma ye bia wo so betumi enya adwuma ai
me bia me won de adwuma bi no buy sa one lamb faster no ono bia me won ada senka omu oye ya ke bi betuma preke ni papa kakra na adwuma obe ode be ye no na ye na ya bi
wo free hefa
me fi suadro agrais
so this gentleman tells me he's from Suedro, and he personally believes that when the president began, the drive was there, but he's not seen anything. Now he was hoping that at least there would have been a factory in the districts where he comes from, and then you could go back to do some work. But Onwunesa, in Sisiano, ejuma we awuye, and Kawunya factory be and Kawuye ejuma we ni beje ho.
Membum de nanado invitation no bandena me de pa kasa no kenana tausum obi anim say oba or penny so penny kasa obi abegina di sakola bi kasa obege so we onye hwe penny de adwen woni tirim de na mnim say me ma family de mnim say nanado ba me yafu ndc by nanado 2016 no campaign ado ye na de to madwe mu ntema me change me to man say in case oba it's no can tasum obese ntina me say oba me ho boto me ana business na ade no me ma ye fa no na me say oba obema asan kofem by mommy nipa do ho aka no recommend that onua oba ne de me kem no prepare dia enye kra ma ye fa no ebia president onon de enye aban abako nkakra na obi ade to onon de times be 10 no buy no kwa no nkasa nkako kakra office ana obi so ba na nkako kakra onon de buy no say 1 cedi say ba 5 cedi so 5 cedi say 10 cedi wow until na do de media.
So this gentleman is saying that he used to be an NDC supporter, but in 2016 he decided to vote for President Akufo-Addo because his campaign messages made sense to him. But he says, honestly speaking, he hasn't seen anything since the president took over. He also alludes to his age and says that in our local setting, when someone is old and tells you something, the belief is that they're going to honor that, but he didn't see any of that. He's also complaining about the prices of wares that he has to go pick to come and sell, and says that it's been such such an astronomical rise. He admits that things increase over time, but this has been such a sudden one and it's difficult for them. Yeah, that's only a Kasai. So let's try and find some other people and see what they're willing to share with us on our latest Hotline documentary, One District, Some Factories.
Basically, I was thinking it's going to be something that will help the community for the youth there not moving to Accra. But what so far I've heard about it, it doesn't even make sense. Just yesterday, I was listening to a news, then I heard that even people that have their factory already, that the government invested money in, rather they are collapsing those businesses. Rather the money is not coming, they are not able to pay workers. So this one district, one factory didn't help. The idea about it, as we all intend to know that it's going to help the community to boost the young people there not moving to Accra, it didn't help. So they are just wasting our money. It was not planned. That's how I see it. It was not planned. There was no plan that this is what we are going to do to help the district or the villages. Just that it was something that was said through their manifesto, so they failed to do it. But it was something just not planned. That's what I can say about that.
For you as a young Ghanaian, you see, like you just spoke about it, perfect idea, but poor execution. Do you have any hope that things will get better in terms of moving us from always buying to producing on our own? Because the purpose of these factories, it was that we could produce on our own. In fact, the story you spoke about, I'm sure you heard it on Joy, because yesterday,
if the 1D1 factory, people are producing and rather we don't have any measures to stop the things we import from outside, then we are not helping. So if really our leaders want to achieve this, then they should put in measures. Because if at the end of the day people produce in the country and they cannot sell the product, or there are cheap products in the market competing against them, then we are not helping. The only thing I would say is just our leaders should be serious about it. It can be done.
You know, we buy one district, one factory. No, we did the minimum on say a district biara and a municipal biara factory biara say produce nema omu produce or hono no metimi e di akọ hono ma beboa mansi in the district no near minimum.
Now since I buy take you over no one who say sad districts no e bia baby a free see factory bi wo ho ana.
Oh, anu kra ni nyamia ni mene. Senia omu this initiative ne buy no. Me hunu bi baby a me free so no me hun say o ma ba be si dan almost say one district one factory ban inauguration na me hun say bia o ma ba baby bi wo
no e won he find idea na omu susu say factory no nkomo de beye.
Oh, factory na ni omu de beye no ebinim say de beye banche on say hono no ye do bayere ne banche na omu ba pacifical ade a omu de ba beye no na ebi amena menti e dia ba mentimi nhu adekode podia omu pese omu de ba.
Even now free
me free Oti region.
Into unim say one district one factory.
Who say a CB or
okay. So this gentleman is saying that the policy was good, the initiative was good, and he's seen that in his region where he comes from, a factory has been put up there, but he's not sure what it's going to be used for. He says that they farm yam and cassava there. In Siciliano, aka beye afe bakone months kakra President Akufo-Addo na mamono ususu say before then o metumi aye bibia fa ho ana baby o esi edru no e den na o dwen fa ho.
Oh, me akasa ma dwen de minim say ne o mbeye no ana o maye no say baby o maye asi no e ho ana besi na mom ni amempa abone say ni oba bedi so no ono so nto aso na sa dan na o ma asi no ankoye kwa because yen aye seka yesu frefre ho say we no enu abi na o mudi asi na say o ma asi na so man timi amfa ye bibi kura ni oba bedi so nso no no so ye den ono so mfa adwuma na nke ehie nti a we no de bae no mfa nguso me fi say o mo ye ne sai beboa ye timamufo no nyina.
So he concludes his thoughts by saying that he's not confident about that factory being completed or being put into full use. He, however, is appealing to whoever will take over that the project be continued. He believes that that is how we can make good use of our money and the general populace will benefit from all these investments.
The government is trying, so we hope we have to support so everything will be okay.
When you heard about the one district, one factory policy, did you think about what could be done where you come from, and have you seen anything like that?
Oh yes, the government is trying.
The problem is that they promise, somewhere down the line they fail. And so if promises will be fulfilled, I don't see anything wrong with it. My only problem is promising and failing.
When you heard about the one district, one factory policy, what were your thoughts?
My thought went back to the days of Kwame Nkrumah. I am old enough to see what Nkrumah did. Nkrumah planned to develop every area of the country. And so for me, it was a dream come true. But we are not seeing things as it is.
The government says things are hard, it admits, but there have been some factories set up, some of them foreign companies.
You know, that mantra, things are hard, is always a problem to me because any incoming government knows the situation. They create a very bad situation before they enter. But promising to change things once they enter, they end up still not doing anything. For me, it's a big blow.
One district, one factory now, still I made me because my district, we need her.
What districts were here for?
Odumase Krobo. We need her on side, and me who in fact me who.
Now, Hono and Cadena also send commit to me, factory Benson and commit to me.
Yeah, mango like a hormone would be a mango pa. It's a Kamusi mango factory hormone. Nakamunia juice no like raw material no banana would be a juice no. I can't ever you tonight. What
was the last time I could do my crop and then a cost war.
We cost hormone, me cost hormone anytime, but so far we knew I cost hormone.
Right, this gentleman says that he's from Odumase Krobo and he hasn't seen anything happen in his district. He would have wished that a factory would be set up to process mangoes because they grow mangoes a lot, at least into juice and into other products. In Sisiano, I come 1 year, a few months for President Akufo-Addo. So into GDSA, one district, one factory, maybe based.
You're more 8 years, you're more 7 years. Now want to manage. You are 1.5 years and a bit me the IBB. Want me find you.
So he also says he's not confident about anything being set up there, considering the number of months that the president has to finish his second tenure. So these are some of the views we've sampled here this morning on government's one district, one factory policy. If you'd like to join the conversation, we are very interactive much later on the show. Also on Facebook, you can drop us a comment there.